At UFC 237, in the fight between Rose Namajunas and Jessica Andrade, we've witnessed a beautiful display of martial arts meet aggression and strength. My name is Michael, and in this fight review we're going to take a look at the dynamic between finesse and aggression and what ultimately led to the knockout win for Andrade. Rose actually had a decent performance in this fight. Here are the things she did well. Her movement and angles looked good. Rose here is entering on an angle with a hook and a jab. From the very beginning, Rose was moving in and out, feinting to make Andrade hesitant to throw. Here Andrade connects partially and tries to engage again, but Rose moves away from danger. And after she circles out, breaks the rhythm with a lead right hand that lands. Rose here from the southpaw stance throws a left hand, shifts and ducks under a potential counter while exiting on an angle. Here Rose moves nicely, jabs and hooks while moving to her left away from potential counters. Here Rose feints a lead right, slides back and then hops into range to throw the actual punch. Here's a nice combination from Rose, left hook and a right hand down the middle, and another left hook that Andrade thought was a jab and tried to parry, and an actual jab as she moves away. Andrade tries to flurry, but Rose counters, frames off and moves away. And here Rose counters with a left hook as she pivots, then jabs as she backs up, then plants her feet and throws a jab, right hand, left hook combination. She eats a left hook from Andrade and keeps moving backwards. She plants her feet and lands a clean right hand, then jabs to keep her honest and slides away from the counter. Rose touches her with her hand to read the distance, then ducks and moves away back to the center of the octagon. Rose lead right hand lands as she keeps Andrade at bay with her very active jab. She jabs to make Andrade cover up and then tries to go around her guard with a right hand, and then circles out. After some feints, Rose lands a right hand, and Andrade tries engaging, but she gets countered with a left hook from Rose, although she lands a right hand on the break. Unfortunately for Rose, that wasn't enough to win the fight. Gradually Andrade started to get the fight she wanted. Here are the moments that led Jessica to winning the fight. Andrade started to kick Rose's legs to keep her from circling out. The kicks played a big role in keeping Rose more stationary and letting Andrade get closer. Andrade tries cutting Rose off with footwork and a leg kick. Andrade gets countered but lands leg kicks, starting to get closer and closer to Rose. She's pretty tough, so she can afford getting hit if it means getting closer to landing her shots. Andrade pressures here, sets up a leg kick to cut Rose off, misses a combination but keeps moving forward, then counters the jab with a right hand. Here Andrade is getting her kind of a fight, a prolonged exchange, and lands a couple of shots. Andrade engages and lands a couple of left hooks, then just runs after Rose. It's not the best strategy cause you can get countered, but that's just what she does, and it works for her. She gets more aggressive here, it's what she wants. She wants to make the fight ugly. Andrade here lands a body shot in the middle of her flurry. The clinches were very important. Here are the two main instances that ultimately led to the finish. Here Andrade engages. She comes in throwing hooks and looks for a takedown. She gets a single leg and lifts Rose up in the air, then dumps her on the ground, but Rose counters that with a Kimura grip and manages to stand up. Andrade still in on the takedown, she tries it again. She lifts her up and lets go of the grip around Rose's leg, twisting her body to the other side and dumping her on the ground. Rose attempts an armbar but loses her grip and decides to push Andrade away and stand up. And just to show you how strong Andrade is, here she attempts a takedown but ends up in the clinch with an underhook. Rose is framing off and trying to disengage, but Andrade keeps the underhook and just moves Rose to the cage. Here's the final clinch and the knockout. Andrade engages here again with hooks and gets into the clinch, lands a knee and attempts a takedown. Rose counters that with a Kimura grip once again. Andrade gets a hold of a single leg, but this time she switches to a proper high crotch. She takes her head out and to the outside, lifts Rose up and slams her on her head, knocking her out. The reason Rose landed the way she did was because she was still holding onto the Kimura grip, which didn't allow her to rotate all the way through and land on her back, just like DC mentioned on the broadcast. When he does it, they fly and rotate all the way onto their backs, but here the grip didn't allow for that to happen, so she landed on her head, ending in a knockout. Andrade got more aggressive as the fight went on. She got closer, landed some shots, made the fight ugly, used her strength and took an opportunity that led to her finishing the fight. Congrats to her on becoming the champion, and my respect goes to Rose. She hinted at retiring and I wish her all best. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.